goes, oh, welcome back to another edition of the Guyz Ramble on podcast, where I warn you now, there'll be an interruption of
food.
Food, a weird nephew, and also a weird mother, who's now all of a sudden talking like that. Last week he was like, yeah. And I swear he's putting it on. I swear to God he's putting that fucking voice on.
Maybe he's just sick of us taking the piss out of his voice.
I thought, I was like, your voice, we just got straight into this. I was like, your voice hasn't changed that quick. Going from, get off me,
it can really, you can really wake up with it.
Well, I guess, it would happen just...
It is known just to wake up when your fucking balls finally dropped. Now you're the man.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
Because I spent the full day saying, you're putting this on, stop doing it. And he's still been doing it now, so either he's really committed or it has just happened. Because, fuck me, we
just need to, batter him, see if that horrible scream comes out of him.
To be fair, that's the noise I would make. If there was like a load of lads just battering me, I'd be like, get your cocks out and shit. But if they were, I think I would just make a weird fucking noise. Just like, oh shit, maybe we should stop this. I think he's handicapped. Because if you're there sat there into you're giving it, they're like, oh, I think there's something wrong with him. I think he's fucking...
Depends who's battering you. They might just not give a fuck and just keep going.
Yeah, but we hate people with fucking... I don't know, Down syndrome or some shit. Like, what? Just leave us alone, get off us. Oh, that'd be horrible to watch, mate. That's a weird thought in my head now. I'm going to bring up something weird that I watched this week. No, it's something we've discussed openly, and I see this shit, and we've gone about this quite a few times, and it's a nice, normal, simple subject, and it's just purely...
Nothing's normal about our conversations.
Well, no, to be fair, I'm going to mention, should the rights of women be equal to the fireflies? And Chris is going to say something sexist and racist. Go.
What?
I'm fucking not really, mate. I will say right quickly, this is what I was going to say. I was watching a video the other day of when it was Pride Month, and there was people in London, and it was like the Pride people doing the parade having the time of life. There was some like religious people on the other side trying to say like, oh, it's bad, religion and shit. And I'm looking at the two going, that is the most boring side of the road of all time. They're going, yeah, no, God doesn't like this. And the people over there are having the fucking time of their life. I was thinking, surely you're not looking at it and going, that does look a bit fun. They're just going around waving their flags, having the time of their life.
I just don't see why people have issues.
Yeah, I understand that they think they're doing the right thing because they're religious.
But they're not. They're following a fucking cult from a book that we don't even know it's real. It could be just some fucking weirdo who just wanted to read his read a memoir or something.
It probably was. I always just think, how is this fake book?
I wanted to write a story and it came out like this, and I can make water out of wine. I can let people live. I rose from a fucking stone when I was dead for how many days?
Yeah, I always... there was a comedian that said that about Jesus died for your sins. It's like, well, he come back 3 days later and just give up his weekend. Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, to be fair, actually, just give up a weekend. That's what is quite fucking funny. To be fair, it's actually on them lines of what you've ghost
shit. No, don't go down religion shit.
No, just on ghost shit. Because I saw another weird ghost video, right? And I still, could we have this conversation? Do you believe in ghosts? Do you think ghosts are real? This kind of shit. But in this video, it's one of them people... Oh, is this dinner? As I've just got to the good bit. Right, one sec. Sorry, we're back. I don't know why I say, because obviously if I press pause on you lot, it doesn't matter.
No, they don't know.
But I always do that. It's... That's fucking so retarded. Anyway, so I was going to bring up ghosts again. It's a subject that we've spoke about a hell of a lot, and we've said about what we feel. But I've been watching this guy online who seems to have been living with a ghost for so fucking long, and apparently they know each other's routines and habits and all this kind of shit. Now, that bit there is debatable whether or not it's happening, but the real part of the story is somebody tried to break into his house during one of these videos, and you can see them trying to get in through the back door.
Yeah.
And then, out of nowhere, the ghost hands him a knife, and it helps him get the people trying to break in away. And then I finished watching, I thought to myself, right, okay, how much of this is actually, because it's fun, again, I'm not a master of camera work and all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Maybe he is, working some magic, or, because like I said, the knife does come to him, and puts it in his hand, and he's talking to it, and it's like the ghost things, like moving chairs and shit, and I'm thinking, you've worked this really well. But like, how many times, there's two questions here, do you need to watch something like that and say like, okay, there might be some legitimacy here, and what actual evidence would you need to say, right, okay, this is legit? It's like, the only way for me would be for a ghost to walk right up to my face and go, look, I'm a ghost, I'm here, boom, I'm gone. I think that's the only way I'll be truly, swayed. because he obviously believes it. He obviously is telling these stories and making these videos and saying, "Oh, listen, guys, I'm not faking anything. This is a..."
Yeah, I'd need shit moved, fucking noises, fucking communication at some point, somehow. Shit like that.
You'd need... So it's like, for example, say if that... My bag, it's on a hook right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Say if it sort of went up and down, would you straight away go, that's a bit weird? Or are you thinking, okay, maybe that did because it was a bit maybe on the edge or some shit?
Well, yeah, it all depends on the weather we've got at the minute as well. Is it a breeze? Is it just...
You would go to this...
As it's just slipped from being perched on the higher nozzle bit and it just slipped off. It's factors like that you need to look in and get into it before you say, the house is haunted.
Yeah, I think even if something mental happened, like say the door started moving, say the door started moving like that, I think even then I'd be like, that is creepy and weird, but I feel like there has to be something there.
Yeah, unless I was just sitting and the bin just came flying at me.
If that got launched at you, then you would say, 100%, that's a ghost. Yeah. That has to be a ghost. Well, I think at that point it'd be a fucking poltergeist, wouldn't it?
Probably.
I agree with you there. It's just I see all this shit, and I mentioned it with aliens and that, when people get these like videos and all this kind of shit, and I always just think to myself like, okay, so they obviously believe it, and I believe that they believe it. Like, if you come around here and say, "Oh, I saw a ghost," I would genuinely believe that you believe you saw a ghost.
See, that's my problem. Half of this shit, or majority of this shit we see on TikTok or YouTube or whatever, it's all either shit. Well, the cameras are always awful as well. The camera, regardless of what we're looking at, it's always awful.
Filled with a potato.
Yeah. But it could be something that can be explained, but with just the camera being that shit, you can't really tell what it is. Or it's AI.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, if you see something fucked up like that,
it's so you can't really trust what you see when it comes to that shit unless it's happening to you.
Yeah, right in front of your face. Because I watch the Overnight channel and I love that channel. I watch it religiously. Fucking beautiful. But when they're doing their investigations and shit, and that stuff's coming through the speaker box, like, oh my god, it said demon. We were asking questions about demon. I always go, how much of this is just a massive coincidence? Plus, if you're in that situation, like if me and you started doing a ghost investigation and we saw something that was a bit iffy, I think because we're in that situation looking for ghosts, we would be a bit more like, oh, maybe it was a ghost because we're in that situation.
Maybe we should do our own ghost investigation one time.
I would be well up for it. I wouldn't know how to do it properly, but I'd be well up for it. But I think, again, if we said, oh, if there's anybody here, can you move the door? And that door did move, because we're asking for it and because we're looking for ghosts, we would maybe go, maybe it was a ghost just because we're looking for it. Yeah. Because, like, if the door just jutted now, we would go and then crack on with it. But because we're in a situation where we're looking for that.
Yeah.
So it's always, but like I said, it does my head because there's people genuinely out there that genuinely believe, and I believe that they believe. I've got no issues debating that.
I think some do, and some are just like, you just doing it for views.
Oh, some people hunt, because obviously ghost things dead popular. Everyone loves a bit of spooky things and whatnot, and they're definitely doing it for just views and all that kind of shit. I completely get that, and I don't even hate that. They're just, they're just trying to fucking get the numbers up.
The route I've gone down recently, I don't know why, it just popped up on my TikTok, and I've just been like looking into it. Is the ice wall.
Ali's back on the channel, everybody. Ali's back.
Where's the Ali back? They're saying there's a lot of proof out there. There's pictures. There's old explorers that's seen it and have written about them. Some teenager guy wanted to break the Guinness World Record by crossing basically every continent on the planet in his little washing machine aeroplane.
Oh.
And he got collared. He got told to land at the Antarctic. And he's now been arrested by the Norwegian lot, even though the Antarctic's not owned by no one owns the Antarctic.
Everybody has a stake, don't they? They all agreed. It's fucking...
But yeah, he's been arrested by the Norwegian lot for trespassing.
I don't know why it's just the...
I don't know.
I don't know why they would just be after them. So do you believe in the ice wall? Because obviously the ice wall's flat earth shit.
It is flat earth shit. Well, it is and it isn't. I don't really... I need to look into it, to be fair. I'm going to have to go down a rabbit hole and... But
So that's another thing, like I just explained with the ghosts. If you go down that rabbit hole and you look for the people that believe in it,
you're gonna try and find it.
Yeah, you're gonna try and find the answers. Like me saying, I believe Pokemon are definitely real. And if I proper go down there, there was a site in Brazil. There was a Bulbasaur. That you're gonna, if you're looking for it, eventually you'll find it.
It's the same with giants.
Yeah,
giants is another thing that everyone seems to be big into at the minute, especially over in America. And the what's that place that we camp? Well, we struggle to
Appalachia. Yeah, we did. That podcast did really well as well.
Yeah, the Appalachia Mountains and fucking shit.
And see, I love that. I love talking about that because it's cryptoids and Mothman and demons and all this kind of shit. I fucking love it. But again, I think part of me always goes, yeah, but the people that think they've seen shit, it's just because, like, if we went there, we're going there knowing, like, oh, there's apparently creepy shit that happens here. Like, if I said to you in this house, say we were investigating, oh, there's loads of weird creepy shit that happens here, you're already going, oh, where's the creepy shit? If I said, fuck all about Appalachia, and you just went there and weren't expecting creepy shit, when something made a noise in the background, you'd be like, oh, it must be a bear or something. But because you go there with the info, you go, oh, was that Mothman or whoever, whatever fucking creature.
There was a guy on TikTok who I think he was in Canada, and he thought he'd seen some big giant creature on top of some mountain, and then when he went further up to investigate to find out, he says he could see proof that something was there. After that video, he then started getting followed by people in black SUVs. And then he was getting threatened and then got told to delete his account. But because he never deleted his account, he's all of a sudden apparently went missing.
Well, this bloke's gone missing.
His quotes. And then this was a couple of years back apparently. And then some other guy looked into it to try and figure out where this guy had gone and to figure out what was happening. And so we tried to basically follow his routes, figured out what the crack was and all that shit. And then he said he started getting followed by some black vehicles. And now he's apparently gone missing.
See, that stuff is weird. And because you're telling me that story, you think, oh, that's weird. But again, it's one of my head's going, how much of this is true?
Exactly.
Yeah, which I think is the right thing to have. Like, I personally, I believe, I don't know, but I always believe in Nessie. No matter what anyone tells me to the day I die, Nessie is always my biggest cryptoid conspiracy type of shenanigans, just because I have fond memories of shit there.
Until something specifically happens in front of my eyeballs, then it's just all hearsay and shit like that.
And it's so much fun to talk about, especially like I said, when we're going down cryptoids route. I fucking love that shit. The Jersey Devil and that.
In also a kind of way, I don't really want to know the answer because it's something. It's something to always gossip about.
Yeah,
If you find the truth about something, it becomes boring.
I could not agree more.
But where if it's always kept a secret, is like the same with like dinosaurs or fucking flat Earth or again ghosts, aliens, whatever. It's always got to be somebody's topic.
I really enjoy that point. I completely agree with that. The mystery is part. Yes, we do want to know, and it is fun being like, oh, there's a bit of evidence here. There's a video here breaking it down, saying I got spottings in here, and then you have that conversation, and the people that do believe and don't believe, and the people in the middle, we're all just
because that's where we get our films from, our TV series, our books, all this mystery shit. And if everyone knew the truth behind fucking certain things, it'd be boring.
Well, like, you imagine if we brought this up now and say Ghost 110% real, and I go, oh shit, that Ghost video, do you reckon it's real? Well, no, it's real. We're starting to prove it now. You go, okay. And then we just sit and look at each other. Oh, what a big aliens. Yeah, we proved that now, it's done. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like with like the Scream films and shit. A part of the fun is like the mystery of who is it, who's done it, all this kind of shit. And when they unveil it, yes, it's still fun. I still think it's a good film. It's kind of like that, oh, okay, we've unveiled them now. We go back to normal. But it's like the whole, the mystery of what happened. And like when you're watching a documentary or even just a show, like you just said, that's got brilliant cliffhangers. Like when we're watching From, the reason why From is fucking phenomenal is because we keep saying, there's a theory about this, it could be this, are they from here, are they demons, are they fairies, where they come from, are they in hell?
Sanctuary, that programme that me and you both enjoyed, and then it just...
Sanctuary, which one was Sanctuary?
Where the kids went missing on the...
Society.
Society.
Yeah.
The kids went missing on a school trip, and we were like, where the fucking this dog up just appeared from?
Yeah.
And go in, and it was like, that's it, done.
They went, they were going on the school trip, the bus leaves, there's a landslide, they come back to town, but they end up in a parallel version of their town, where the parents of that aren't there.
Yeah.
But like you just said, the dog was able to come in, and we see him a few times, at the very end, we see him going into that room where all the parents talk about the kids, and we're like... What's happening?
He's like, where's season 2, you twats?
But the mystery of that's fucking annoying because and as well, I love that show as well because of how fucked up it went from kids sort of looking at each other to then like divides and all this kind of.
It's shit like that. What explain? What well, I won't say explains, but it's shit like what we're talking about, which gives us these programs and films and whatever.
Yeah.
Because
they're not knowing.
Exactly, not knowing is.
And that's when you can put your imaginary sort of shit into it. So if I say, the likelihood of it, there's no big Lord Cthulhu monster at the bottom of the ocean, but because it can't officially be confirmed, when you go, let's do a thing about the ocean, you can start creating these monsters and these creatures and all this kind of shit. It doesn't have to
be monsters, it could just be the Megalodon.
Yeah,
the Megalodon's still around.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know.
And until, if somebody, because I have heard scientists say, no, it's definitely extinct. And it's kind of like, But then I've heard some people say, no, it could still be. And I go, ooh. It could be.
Well, that's it. We don't really specifically know, apart from when we look into science and shit. And obviously, back then, when the Megalodons were about, the Earth was a lot warmer. Now it's, obviously, this is the Ice Age and fucking whatever else. It's a lot colder than it used to be.
It's not getting hot with global warming. Wait, that's a myth, apparently, though.
Well, it kind of is and it isn't, but not as hot as it was back then. But... So that kind of puts on the theory, no, they don't exist anymore. But on the other side of it, it's like, well, if you go off what the scientists did in Meg 1, where you had that cloud...
the cloud thing.
And then you had the warm water underneath it, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, again, because we're not scientists and we can't go down and do that, that's a good idea. If somebody says, there is a little cloud under there, we don't quite know. Because then, I completely agree with you. You go, this could make sense.
Because of the Mariana Trench is so fucking far down, and the pressure of it is like fucking huge.
Yeah.
That nobody can survive. Nobody knows.
The chances are we will probably, maybe not in our lifetime. They might invent something in 200 years' time that's fucking indestructible.
We'll go to space before we explore the ocean.
Yeah, it's and I think as well, I'm more curious about the ocean as well.
Even though we have got to space, let me just clarify that. I mean, live in space.
No, we'll live in space. We'll live in space first.
Well, the way Elon's going on about, he wants to build a fucking hotel in space.
The guy's fucking full of lies and bullshit. He's too busy on Twitter.
Hasn't he just... He's doing something now. I don't know what he's doing, but I don't know.
He's something about... I heard something... in fact, it was Ali that was on about it, I think. So here we go. Said about he wants to make a third party in America because there's just the Democrats and the... what they're called? Is it there?
Liberals? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, there's usually just the red and the blue side, isn't there? But apparently he wants to make a third party involving The Rock and Joe Rogan, but he's going for them sort of people because they're the baby eaters and shit. And I'm like, for fuck's sake. Here we fucking go again. It is weird, right? See, this is mental. We might as well get conspiracy for 5 minutes. He said for years about Tom Hanks being like a bit of a, pedo and Pizzagate and all that kind of shit. And Tom Hanks does have an Instagram account, legit his, where he just keeps, like, if he finds an item of baby's clothing, he just takes a picture of it and uploads it. No captions, no nothing. Like, there's a baby sock. And that's a little bit like, I'm getting a nutcase at work telling me that you're eating kids. Don't be doing Instagram shit with this Tom Hanks.
Do we know it is
Tom Hanks, apparently.
Do we know it
is his account? Yeah. That's mental, that. The awkward silence is there. Fucking unbelievable. Fucking, I've started to absolutely fucking sweat. Oh, thank you, sir. That's very kind of you. Why is there green? Why is there like a green leaf? We had chips.
Yeah, probably like a little bit of chip.
Oh, yeah. Looks like a leaf. So yeah, Tom Hanks, what's he doing?
Thanks, Paul.
You're welcome, Paul.
Why don't you use the one that's already wrapped up? Like, fucking dirty.
Oh, Chris is in the way.
One that's not used.
There.
That's fucking right there.
Can't reach it.
No. It's easier to agree. It's just easier to agree. You just suck your mentalness down even one go. Just join them. So yeah, Tom Hanks, maybe.
Well, we don't know.
It's fucking strange and it's weird and it's bizarre. Oh, that's nice.
But Marlon's Tom Hanks?
Just because Ali said that he's part of the weird pedo-y fucking eating babies, and then he's got an Instagram account where he does take pictures of like, there's a baby shoe.
Why did you get into that subject?
Just talking conspiracies.
Oh.
Yeah. Tell you what, something that will make you fucking, obviously we come from, caveman, me, eat meat.
Yeah.
Laura's attacking my spots and shit. And like thinking, she messed around with Ian, she's like, your eyebrows very like Neanderthal thing, because like my bone behind here, it's like, because you know how they have like that brow, don't they?
Yeah.
And she says mine's proper sticking out, like underneath there, they just proper stick. So here's me, unevolved Dan, walking around still. Oh, that's probably why I'm so fucking like me, like superhero fight, go. It's why she called me fucking Neanderthal, man. Because they do to me. I won't get you to touch because I'm glazing as
I'm not
fuck.
gonna touch it.
But mine do probably stick out, to be fair.
Mine don't. To be
Same
fair.
thing. I am still in the middle of evolving, mate. When you look at the evolutionary chain, I'm fucking still in the middle.
You're one way. You're one way from this other thing.
I'm not quite fucking full on humanoidy fucking whatever shit.
Well, the way they say, because obviously we're due a next evolution apparently.
Oh, an upgrade.
We're due an upgrade apparently. And that's going to be more intense. We want to have more what this weird. We're going to have a shave and clean, and a bit more
Like less hairy.
yes, and not as shaped.
Not as shaped.
Yeah.
How do you mean? Like more like a blob?
Not a blob, but just like obviously women have boobs and shit like that. It's like
Well, I got them.
and you have them, but more curved and more flatter. And
Okay.
genitals start disappearing.
Genitals are disappearing. How the fuck does that help evolution?
Well, it's
Or is that laying eggs? We don't need to mate anymore. We lay eggs.
maybe.
How the fuck does that? Because obviously, isn't evolution? It's like your environment. So if you slowly started coming out of water throughout thousands of years, your environment would be like, okay, we can get rid of the fins. We can
It
get
all
rid of
depends
that.
on where you live. Things in,
Yeah.
but in general, obviously, that's you're on about just where you've grown up to, how you've evolved. Where I'm on about on a human scale, where we've started off at number one. And
Like a monkey.
Yeah,
And
we started off at number one, and what we're on number 7 or something
fuck,
now.
I didn't realise it was numbers. I just thought there was that chart of like getting standing up.
Well, I don't know what they're all called, so I just called them 1 and 7. To be
Right.
fair.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And number 8 is apparently it's on its way, or it will be going that way soon. In the next, obviously not in our lifetime, and
Well.
probably in our kids, but in the next so many.
I'm just trying to think how that even benefits us if our genitals are going to go. There's an evolutionary chart that I like where it shows you that of the monkey and getting taller, and then it goes back to being like that, and it's just somebody on the screen. And I was like, that suits perfectly.
It is.
I can 100% fucking see that.
Again, we've said it in the past, plenty of times, and we'll say it again. We're all going to end up like the guys or girls in Wall-E.
Yeah. Oh, I will. Yeah, I'm more than happy with that. Sitting there watching the footy, go lads, drink.
That's all we're all
That's
end
it.
up.
But I don't have to walk again.
Wall-E predicted our future.
We're gonna walk around a little inflatey thing, just dumbing us down, keeping us like, ooh, entertainment. Like fucking. What was that we were watching? What were we watching?
I don't know what we're watching.
And they kept showing. No, it was me, and Laura. Black Mirror. We started Black Mirror. We got to the episode where they're all in like these weird things, watching these weird TV shows and stuff. I fucking shit up. Ringtone's so fucking annoying. Oh. I didn't go for very long. Do you want your mobile? So yeah, because Black Mirror, because it showed you. Have you ever done Black Mirror?
I've never done Black Mirror.
I've been enjoying it. It shows you episode 1 where somebody makes these demands because there's a princess of like.
Isn't each season a different thing?
Some of them, yeah, and I think again we've only just started, and I know very little about it, but I think each one takes like a different political stance or how the world is, or like each season reflects how society is. Because I didn't know about this when I'm gonna get the wrong Prime Minister, not Tony Blair. Who was the other one where he's like, I don't know why he's talking to a tree. Who was that one? David Cameron. I'm sure it's David Cameron, but there
has been him. There's Tony. There's him. There's Boris.
I go to work, but don't go to work. Always be at work whilst being at home. Just smashing over kids. With that rugby video, he's like, just smashing at them and that. But David Cameron, when he was at college or uni or whatever, he had to shag a pig. It's like his ritual thing, not rituals. You know, like when people in America, usually it's hazing, but like there's these weird things down in our unis where his class, they had to shag this pig. I think it was a dead pig though, and it was like one they were going to eat, and he had to thing it. And this episode was taking a piss out of that. and somebody had captured one of the royal family. In this, it was a princess, and it says if the Prime Minister doesn't, go on live on TV and shag this pig in front of the whole entire nation, I'm going to kill the princess. And it was really smart because it showed you everybody, because I think it was like a 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock deadline. And eventually he had to go on and do it, and it goes on for an hour. Not the episode, but like the incident. And it showed you everybody.
An hour?
Yeah, an hour. How much did that fine Rolex? Have you seen that video? Yeah, an hour. I thought she's gonna hate me for saying that because I'm not even saying that. And it shows you like everybody, no matter what was on TV, they were basically willing to be glued to their screens, no matter how disgusting it was or how you thought about it. People were willing to just sit there and ogle at this guy shagging a pig, and the streets were clear and all that kind of stuff. And it had a good message. Not that I'm smart enough to properly decode it. It had a really good message about how people would just watch them. If you put an announcement out saying this most disgusting thing's going to happen, everybody's going to just watch it.
It's any announcement for anything really. If you had 100 people in one corner, you had 100 people in the other corner. These 100 people on the right trying to save the planet.
Mm-hmm.
These 100 people on the left, I don't know, fucking do something awful.
Yeah.
They'd all watch the people on the left.
Yeah, we like a bit of chaos and carnage.
That's what I mean. We're all fucking we're all fish. We're all sheep.
Yeah.
We all go to the carnage instead of like watching these and trying to do good for everyone.
yeah. There is something in I think you can go back to like the Colosseum, for example, where, because I've always said like football and that's like a modern day Colosseum where it's you watching gladiators. Yes, they're not fighting, killing each other, but it's all these people just going, because when you in a football crowd, it's very fucking come on and get into them. So it's like this watching the shit, and the people at the Colosseum were just like, yeah, we're gonna watch people get slaughtered. Come on, then, it's fucking like just attracted to this carnage, and like the curtain twitches, like, well, what's happening? Oh, there's kick off on the front. Let's have a look. Which is why I'm quite lucky. I'm quite happy that I always get told at work how it's nice to be ignorant, isn't it, Dan? Just your head in the clouds, and I'm thinking, yeah, because I don't understand or see a lot of the carnage that goes on, because I'm just too busy going, I wonder if Spider-Man and Fantastic Four ever if they fought each other, because Spider-Man could web read up, and I'm doing that, but yet there's all this chaos happening. Because like with today at work, the week at work's been absolutely fucking horrendous. It's been one of the worst weeks of my life, maybe at work.
Is this because of the hot weather?
Yeah, and all this kind of shit. Different variables. I mean horrendous in terms of work-wise. I don't mean we haven't been going there and being like, grenade, drop, kind of shit. In work-wise. And I've been walking around like all smiling, like, and everyone's going, oh, this is fucking shit, man. What is, like proper, like, oh, I can't be arsed with this place anymore. I'm like, oh yes, Mingin from heart, and I'm like, what's the matter with you? I was like, I'm just thinking about Superman later. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, it's been proper annoyed two people, to be fair. They're like, because I'm still getting my shit done. I'm just going into cruise control, but like, I don't know. It's kind of like I'm switching up from the chaos, and I'm fucking. It's another thing why I'm because my head's never in my phone ever, unless football's on or it's poo-poo time. It's never in my phone. I'm not like, I get so bored of that, and then I don't see half the carnage and chaos. And even though you should be glued into some events of the news, of course you should. But I think that's why when all this happens, I'm just like, oh, like, the nuke could be alerted to everybody, and like, you all know, and I'd be sat there just be like, oh, I'm second in Mario, one rat lap to go. It's kind of like dumb shit, because I see it. Whenever we go, quite often I have lunch of my own at work, and this is how sad it is, because you sit down, and even from the older lot to the younger lot, and it's just, I'm like, I don't know. Can we have a crack, lads? I just got signed playing MGK and just depressed.
I work alone. I have lunch at home, so I don't really understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But like I said, obviously I can't be on the phone when I'm driving.
Mm-hmm.
So it's normally if I'm just chilling out in bed and I can't sleep, I'll just have a scroll. But in the mornings, I will stick with Sky on and I'll just find out what the crack is.
Yeah, I like to go straight, because don't get me wrong, I'm sat here I don't watch screen call. I love putting YouTube and all that kind of shit on. I definitely don't want to go to bed.
Sky News, that is people, not Sky News.
So the Sky News, not just watching the Sky.
No, I'll just put the Sky News on and I'll just back and forth, get dressed, have breakfast, get shit sorted.
Background noise where you're just doing your thing. I love doing that, because quite often there's a lad called Santi's app who does daily wrestling videos, and because he's in America, the way he uploads, so when I get up, he's got a video, so I just listen to all his wrestling takes for the day and shit. But yeah, I don't like. I definitely don't scroll when I'm going to bed. It's like that fucking that bores the life out of me. Because again, it's all too short form. I think now when we say, oh, this film's only an hour and a half, I'm a bit like, ooh. Whereas Superman today's 2 hours, I'm like, okay, cool, like nice long form. And like I said, it's not wrong. When I'm having a quick poo-poo, I don't mind a quick scroll because I'm just having a poo-poo. I don't want to sit and start an hour video and be like, okay, and sit there for an hour.
No.
That'll be shitty and stiff legs, like, I can't get up, so I'll wipe my bum.
You get piles.
Yeah, so that's fine with that kind of shit. I'm having a quick fag or whatever. But yeah, I don't, you see them come in and you start seeing people start to proper mouth breathe. I'm thinking,
Going to phones, I was, yesterday, I was doing a delivery. And next door, there was a guy, it was a Greg's, he was standing in the doorway. And I don't know what was going on with him. But he literally, there's my phone.
And my lunchbox.
And the lunchbox. Obviously, people hold the phone in the hand, either hand, scroll away. Not this guy. Right. Not this guy. This guy was...
Oh my God, his face was right in it.
Right in the phone, and I was like, are you alright? What the hell is he doing?
Oh my God,
his face was literally right in, and you could see his head fucking doing this, and...
Unless he's got really bad eyesight and he can't read.
I don't think he needs to go get his eyeballs sorted out like
that's
But
too...
he literally had his face right in his phone.
That's
I'm
too
like,
fucking...
Dude, I couldn't stop watching him.
I think I'd be the same, thinking, what the fuck's happening? That's too... Even my hand being there's freaking me out.
My eyes just doing that.
I think, my average sort of...
Yeah, it's normally, if you bend your arm, it's normally an arm's length.
That's far too much. I don't like that. Whatever. That's disgusting. So how you'd have to sneak his finger into scroll?
He literally had his hand on his face while I was fucking playing on his phone. He had, I think his nose was even touching it at one point. That's how close he had it.
Fuck, I don't like that.
No.
Yeah, that's a bit odd.
No, it wasn't.
There's plenty of times that I could say, if I'm checking a message or if I'm quickly changing a podcast or whatever and stuff like that. There's obviously plenty of times you go on your screens and whatnot. But like, for example, it still pisses me off every now and then when we're in the cinema and I see like a quick little glare from the corner of my eye or whatever. I know it's maybe somebody's quickly checking the time or whatever. That's fair enough. But there's been multiple times, like the times that we watched. Was it Alien? Was it Alien we were watching? The people at the far right, and it was just. I thought, why have you paid to come to the cinema just to do that? Was it Alien? There was a film we watched I say not too long ago. It was. I think it was probably.
What was it doing?
It was too. I feel like it was.
Was there a couple not talking? Did I have time to be quiet?
I feel like you did say, and I feel like it was. There was at least 2 young girls there. I say young, about maybe like 18, 19. That was constantly. I think because they even said when we were there, so why have you paid to go to the cinema to do that?
I'm sure that was the couple that was kept yapping on.
It could have. Maybe I'm thinking of a different time. There was definitely a time where it was. I think it was 2 young girls. And was it not when we were watching the Ghost film from the POV of the Ghost?
Don't know.
What the fuck was that called? Because was that this year we watched it? Was that our first film this year? I think it was. Or was it the first film last year? It was definitely January. That was a fucking awesome film. I need to redo that. That was brilliant.
That was a good film, though.
That was fucking awesome. There was definitely an incident where I feel like it was 2 young girls and they just did nothing but scroll. And I just, in my own thing, I don't understand. It's even now to the point, like, I used to love taking pictures of stuff at Newcastle games and shit. Like now I don't even, because I heard Billy Joel saying that once at a gig, everyone put your phones away and just be.
Well, that's it. It's the memories that you need to keep all of. Pictures, pictures are good. Don't get me wrong, pictures are good.
Yeah.
But it's the memories you need to take in. You can't take the memories in through your phone. It's not the same.
But no, it isn't. It just feels like it's constantly living. Like even now, like when you see a scrap, I know you're probably not seeing loads, but there's a handful of times like I'll be out with them lot or whatever, and there'll be a scrap, and straight away there's people like that. And I'm thinking, fuck me, because at the same time, I know they're not meaning to. In my head, I'm going, they're grassing because if somehow somebody gets that video and they put it out, it's only because they've recorded it and thinking, fucking, I don't want my mate to get locked because they're scrapping. And I just think, fucking hell, sweet, that's what you do. But at the same time, it is quite funny when you watch the World Star videos. Sometimes when I'm doing poo-poops, it's World Star. People get knocked out, they go, World Star. It's quite fucking funny. But even now, you can go online and see so many videos of people recording in the cinema of like post-credit scenes and all that kind of shit and stuff like that. And I'm just thinking, when the kids at Minecraft, Like that was nuts. That I know that went a bit crazy, and we were in a cinema with people, but they were appreciating the film.
That's what I mean. They were appreciating a film, and they got told to be quiet.
Yeah.
Even though they were appreciating the film.
Yeah. But we've now seen it go. We saw that go to the point where kids were sat there with their phones, waiting for chicken jockey and stuff. And I'm thinking, is this what we've come to cinema? Like, think what the? Yeah. It just baffles us so fucking much.
That's the reason. Obviously, past couple of times, obviously, I've had reasons with obviously the daughter and shit. But I do enjoy just switching off and just watching a fucking film.
Yeah, see, when we get into that cinema, my phone doesn't come out of my bag at all, and I'll watch that same shitty Audi advert, even though I'll find about it and go, oh, I can't be arsed, but I'll still
At least it's not the fucking TV advert.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah, that one that they had for like that new whatever it's smart glass.
Three things.
Yeah, you'd have it. Something else, and have it again. And I'm thinking, how many times did it? With selling the TV or whatever it was.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck? What do we need this shit for? I don't know. I just think, like I said, there's plenty of reasons to go on a phone. There's plenty of justify. I've played Pokemon Go before, walk around town catching Pokemon and shit like that. But it's like, for example, like Laura will probably hate it because she'll send me a message and I'll reply like 4 hours later because I'm too engrossed just watching fucking Joe Rogan or some shit.
No, see, if I send a message, well, I try. Obviously, I won't reply if I'm driving, but I will reply at some point. Mm-hmm. But if I'm like just chilling now and I get a message, I do try and reply back, just let them know the answer.
Yeah.
Because if I'm asking a question and I'm waiting 3 hours for the answer, it does my head in. It really does my head in.
I do get that. Because see, when she starts probably going, I have to kind of make a conscious effort. You know how a lot of people go from like that? I'm kind of the opposite. I'll go from messaging her to. So I'll do it the opposite way. But sometimes I'm like, okay, we're having a conversation. I better stay in tune and just keep replying to her because maybe I haven't spoken all day because of work and shit. And she just wants to crack. And I'm just like, saying, she'll send us a message. I'll see it come through, or I'll get the thing in. But like, I don't know. We'll go to the next overnight channel video, and they'll be like, oh, so yeah, there's ghost evidence. And I'm like, oh, ghost evidence. Let's have a look at this then. It's fucking bizarre and crazy. But I spent plenty of time. Well, we'll round off anyway. I just wanted to talk about weird fucking shit like that. Ghosts mainly. I just want. Well, I don't even know if I want it. I'm saying I want evidence now, but if then some ghost comes there, I'll give you some evidence, and then he didn't want it first, I go, oh shit, maybe I should have.
Like I said, I think we're going to have to try and do our own investigation to try and figure out what is out there, because like I say, people have said, yeah, they do exist. People say, yeah, that house is haunted, or that house building is haunted, or whatever. It's until we see it for our eyeballs, we don't really know.
We should maybe go to that cabin in Scotland. Is it called a boffy or a bivvy? Something like that.
There's a boffy.
Is it a boffy?
There's a boffy.
It's where people are like a fell walking, and it's free. Anyone can stay there. It's only like it's probably on like the size of this, like the ground floor. I've seen so many videos on that boffy, where people are like, there's a bad ghost and that, and people have run out from it. And you, like I said, you just go there. You can go there for an hour if you want, 2 hours, all night, whatever you want.
I think we're going to have to do an all night.
And just see what happens. And just, again, like I said, already in my head as well, because I've seen the videos that I'm going, anything that moves, I'm going to assume it's a ghost.
Well, we don't really have to talk. We're just going to have to just walk around and see what happens, see what the crack is.
Yeah.
Don't just say, hey, Jim Bob, are you here?
Give us a fucking
sign. Just walk about and just figure out what.
Yeah,
but we need to try and do it. Not going to be hard, especially if it's open and free. But we need to try and do it where it's just us.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how that works. Yeah, because I know people can just go. Because I think they're made for if people are out camping and the weather turns quite bad, they can quickly just get somewhere a bit safer.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're made for. I'll have to try and get an actual video and just show you it and see if maybe you've been past it or out or the town or whatever. I don't think it sounds familiar to me anyway. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind doing an investigation and just being like, right, okay.
Yeah, just try and find a haunted place or something to go to if not there.
And walk around and just fucking make sure nobody's there and there's no way that it can be like a dog walker outside or somebody in there just pissing around or something. Because to be fair, that would be freaky. If someone's in there pissing around and they're like, fuck, there's people here. We'll go, fuck, there's people here. And we're both just shitting ourselves going, what do we do? Should we run? What do we do? Get out of here. We want some evidence.
I do have to do something.
Do what?
Do something.
Yeah, I'm well up for it. I always like doing ones on like woods and shit because I feel like if there's somewhere that's gonna be haunted, it's gonna be somewhere like that. But again, if you're out in the woods, it could literally just be fucking anything.
Well, that's it. The woods, you don't really get hauntings in the woods unless it's like the Japanese woods.
Yeah, the suicide forest.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just always feel like it's nature. In my head,
It's 9 times out of 10, it will be, because it's the fucking forest.
Yeah, I can
The ground moves through the day, and the ground moves through the night with insects and fucking other creepy crawlies.
I can just see a ghost next to a tree as opposed to a ghost next to your American fridge that dispenses ice and shit and your fancy mic. You know what I mean? Again, that's probably wrong because they're there in the building and that's just modern shit that's been put in it. But I just always think, like Joe Rogan brought up age ago saying, why is it always ghosts in creepy spots? Never just on a beach, just chilling. It's always, because it has to set the tone. If you saw a ghost on the beach, you'd be like, that's pretty mad. Let's go surfing, dude. It wouldn't quite fit right. But like, I always just think like, you know, an eerie picture next to a grave or, you know, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine like a ghost sitting there being like, this is weird, like, Lego, what the fuck's this? And then he's from the fucking Tudors or whatever time, fucking, I met Henry VIII once. You know, that kind of shit. I just can't see them in that, unless it's like a dead old, rundown, sort of fucking abandoned kind of house.
Yeah.
But that's just, I think that's just because, again, films and shit have put that in my head. Because obviously, if there is such a thing as ghosts, they probably will go anywhere and everywhere. There probably is ghosts at the beach, we just don't see them. If they are real.
Well, that's it. We'll have to find out somehow.
Yeah, we'll investigate.
Yes.
Do our own investigation.
Yes.
But anyway, we'll leave it there, visuals. Thank you for listening. That's another ramble on. We're off to go see Superman. Me, I'm going to be Sweaty Man. And we're going to talk all about it next week on our Entertainment News. But apart from that, from me, thank you for keeping on.
Yes, thanking you people for listening. If you have had an encounter, let us know. We
Yeah. Current sign up, Chris. Sorry.
we would like to know if you have been encountered in some incident and
Ghost incident or any cryptoids.
So yeah, stay safe, people, and stay
You're
cool.
to drink water. You've been doing that lately.
Drink your water. Stay tanned with your sun cream. That is SPF. And if you do go swimming, be safe because it's hot weather. People all of a sudden can't fucking swim.
Be fucking careful.
People can't swim when it comes to hot weather. Apparently, they all drown. So,
I'm laughing at that.
live bang.
Big